Nighttime skies over AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the LA Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Johnny Cueto, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Harold, what do you got?
Matt, last year he was one of the better pitchers in all of baseball. ERA under 3, and as a starting pitcher to have an ERA under 3, that tells you a lot about how good and durable he is. So I'm looking for him to have another big season, and maybe that starts with this game right here.
Now to the plate, Cody Bellinger. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Bellinger.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Harold, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, last game they lost by 1 run. You know, those are the ones that are hard to take. You look back and you think, could we have scraped out 1 more run or maybe even 2 to win it? Those are the ones you have a tough time sleeping after.
And this is handled out there by Span for the first out. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'm looking forward to watching Adrian Gonzalez. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Stepping in, Corey Seager, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. Comes in with 6 hits in 17 at-bats. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like he did right here. Nice job.
Justin Turner.
Stepping in, Justin Turner. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Here it comes. Takes a look.
Better pitches is the straight changeup. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to throw it.
Comes set and the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle to Crawford for 1. On to Belt, and they turn the double play. That ends the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Alex Wood gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, he comes in with a whip under 1. That means he's not getting a lot of traffic on the bases. And when you limit the traffic on the bases, the less runs you're going to give up. So that's why he's been effective and been able to keep his team in games.
Striding in, Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Harold, you look at this Dodgers team as they enter play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Well, Matt, they're playing good ball. If you look at the standings, they got a nice comfortable lead, but comfortable can be trouble. You got to stay focused, keep your foot on the pedal, and just continue to put that opponent away because this little lead can dwindle quick.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this is fouled at the plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Heading out towards shallow right. Puig giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. HR, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, I think the key here is their base running. Believe it or not, they've got to run the bases better. Aggressive style. I love it. I think you steal bases, go first to third, and anytime you have a runner in scoring position, just wave him. Force that defense to throw him out.
Into the box now, Denard Span. His career numbers in this matchup, 4 hits in 20 at-bats. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Matt, Jansen's going to remind you of those Brave games we used to watch with Maddox and Glavine and Smoltz were pitching because he's got a wide zone. He's going to take us back to the 90s calling balls off the plate.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Tolles in pursuit. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Batting third, first baseman, Brandon Belt.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
When you have a guy throwing a sinker and a changeup, the whole key to hitting is make him get the ball up. They're going to try to keep it on the same plane. But if he's not keeping it below the knees, he's going to be in trouble. Just make him get it up.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Turner is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. Still no score. Here's Adrian now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Tell you what, Matt, not much to do with those pitches. I know he's looking at 2 strikes now, but the first one was on the outside half. The other one ended up on the outside half with 2 different looks. What can he do? Nothing much with that one.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Giants. We're looking at one of the best defensive teams in the league. They're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. Not many balls get through here. You're going to have to earn it if you want to beat these guys.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Now here's the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Lifted in the air out to center field. Ruggiano giving chase. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6, the right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
In now is Yasiel Puig. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball is in there for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Dodgers down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
And he gets ahead 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. If you got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him. All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Dodgers.
Batting
And at
fifth,
shortstop, Corey Seager. They say this
Nick
kid doesn't even have a heart
Conway.
rate. He's so calm. He's so smooth. He so lets the game come to him. But I like how he catches the ball. He makes all the plays, and the bad hops, he's going to make those too.
At the plate, Nick Hundley. In his career against this pitcher, 2 for 3. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Hit hard on the ground to short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Well, that's a good positive step. Got off to a slow start here in April. That's
Batting
one you
sixth,
build on right there.
second baseman, Joe Panic.
Here's Joe Panic, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 258 the average to begin play. 1 home run and 7 driven in. Lays off the sinker here. A ball and a strike. And there he goes toward second. Pulled toward right center field. On the run is Tolles. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting 7th, center fielder, Justin Ruggiano.
Digging in, Justin Ruggiano. His average coming into this one is just barely over 200. So he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this continues right on through him as he couldn't knock it down. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
He absolutely smoked that ball right there. The infielder was ducking to get out of the way of it.
Mac Williamson.
And the versatile Mac Williamson hits next. Had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. Another 0-2 home. Got him swinging in the dirt. Throw won't get him. Heading to the plate now for the Giants, Johnny Cueto, as he looks to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 away. First offering on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
Well, Matt, this is a situation in last night's game. They didn't do a very good job driving in runs. Now, in this game, you capitalize on it. You grow from your mistakes and be able to come back and deliver in this one here.
The 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is fouled back and out of play. Bottom of the second here with no score. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And a good throw is in time, and they escape the jam. Giants leave them loaded. We'll move to the third with no score. In is the second baseman,
Leading
Chase
off for the
Utley.
Dodgers,
First chance for him
second
here
baseman,
after appearing as a
Chase
pinch hitter in the
Utley.
game last night. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Chopped foul wide of first. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Andrew Toll.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Tolles. He's off to a good start at the plate. The average coming in just under 300. First pitch on its way. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Now, a mid-90s fastball is no joke, and that's proof right there. He threw it right by him.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, that was a classic strikeout pitch with the changeup down right there. He just missed. You know, he hit fastball, then came back with the changeup. I think he comes back with another fastball in. You got him guessing now for sure.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
Digging in, Alex Wood. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Hey, sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Stepping in now, Cody Bellinger. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, look at that stop. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. Dodgers leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. And the pitch. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Bellinger on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Denard Span. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Brandon Belt. And he puts it on the ground to second. And no shot that time for Utley. It's by him into center for a base hit. So instead of leading off the following inning, Brandon Crawford bats here after the 2-out hit.
When you're struggling, you'll look for anything. Been off to a little bit of a cold streak. He didn't hit it hard, but that's a big one to build on.
Into the box, Brandon Crawford. He swings and grounds it to short. Oh, what a play! Not in time. Excellent effort, but no chance to make the play at first. That's a base hit.
Ooh, what a play. What a diving stop. And he throws to second base. I know it's a fielder's choice, but that's a beautiful play. He didn't have any other shot to get anybody, but that was a nice effort.
Digging in to try it again, Nick Hundley. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. Wood sets. Here's the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Well, he's got himself in a little bit of a jam, but I tell you what, he does as good a job as anybody. First and second, 2 outs. Now watch how he pitches on the corners and tries to get himself out of this.
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. Giants leave a couple. We'll head to the 4th. Still scoreless. Matt Vasgersian back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac as the 2016 National League Rookie of the Year Corey Seager settles in to start things out. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And here's a ball hit in the air. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. So a tremendous diving catch there, and our show track technology demonstrates to us that his route was really what made it happen. Pretty easy to see he wouldn't have been able to make that play if it had not been for the angle he took to get to the ball. In now, Justin Turner. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Right over the middle, knee high. Now here's the pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. High in the air out to center field. Ruggiano has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting number 20.
So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see that one guy clearly the leader in this category so far, 95 miles an hour versus an even 90 for the other. Here's Adrian now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. And that one right down Main Street. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Little tapper down the first baseline. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
The catcher.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Favorable call in there for a strike.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate, and he's doing that in this game.
Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
1-1. Here it comes. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Panik will make the catch, and that retires the side. One left for L.A. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Here's Joe Panik. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Second baseman, Joe Panik.
Into the windup and the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. The windup and the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Nope. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball one. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hard hit ball to second, but Utley is in the right place at the right time. There's one gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Justin Ruggiano.
Ready for another chance. Justin Ruggiano, a base hit in his first trip. Comes.
Effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Takes this the other way to right, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
And the versatile Mac Williamson hits next as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. Wood has his target. 1-1 on its way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
He's really been good this game. Around the plate, throwing strikes, hasn't walked anybody. Right now he finds himself a little bit of a hole, but he can battle back.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Another full count pitch home. On the 8th pitch of the at bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3 through 4, still tied 0-0. Striding in once again, Yasiel Puig. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a line drive. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The second baseman, number 26, Chase Utley.
In is the second baseman, Chase Utley. He's 0 for 1 thus far. first pitch on its way. Too low, 1-0.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Just missing here, 2-0.
He has full intentions of jamming this guy. Back-to-back cutters right in on the hands. He does not want him to get extended.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Panic to his right. He has it. Throw to first, and Utley's retired. 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder Andrew Toll.
Coming to the plate now, Andrew Tolles reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Crawford's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Halfway home, still no score. Settling in now, Johnny Cueto comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. A little bouncer that goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Oh, that was a good job of spoiling a good pitch right there. 2-strike breaking ball right on the corner, and he was able to foul it off.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen.
He is having a terrific game, pitching well enough to get back to the plate again. And this time he delivers with a base hit.
Eduardo Nunez.
Digging in once again, Eduardo Nunez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Utley for 1. Relay to Gonzalez, and it's a double play.
Now batting, left fielder Denard Span.
Ready for another shot now. Denard Span. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on in the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 2 out, nobody on. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Wood. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Wood.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Williamson has it in his sights, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder Cody.
Striding in once again, Cody Bellinger, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Tap down the line. Belt charging in on it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop Corey Seager.
Ready for another chance? Corey Seager, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
He's done a nice job of getting those 2 quick outs before the 2 hitters coming to the plate right now, because he knows what's sitting down there down the order. So you stay aggressive against those little guys, try to get them out the way.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Falling behind 3-0 to the wrong guy right here. You don't want to mess around with him. You know he's going to have the green light. If you throw one inside, he still might turn and burn.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Ready once again, Justin Turner. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Cueto will go to first, and the runner back safely. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit hard on the ground to second, and there's his first base hit in this one. Now a long throw to third, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Let the go-ahead run at third base. We've got 2 outs. Let's see how this is going to unfold. Matt, this is getting really exciting. Who can come up with a clutch 2-out hit, or can he deliver the pitch he wants to in the clutch?
Stepping in now, Adrian Gonzalez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit out towards second. Panic's got it. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Digging in and looking for more, Brandon Belt. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Brandon Belt.
First pitch on its way. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
The shortstop, number 35. Brandon
Into the box,
Crawford.
Brandon Crawford. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. This for Utley at second. Reined in. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
The catcher, number 5. Nick Hundley.
So coming to the plate, Nick Hundley. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Wood gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Seager on the grass. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Giants down in order. We are still scoreless. Back here in San Francisco, neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. In now is Yasiel Puig. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Too high. 1-2. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. In comes Williamson, but he won't get there. It falls in. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Oh, he hits a little dying quail behind the infielder. I tell you what, he couldn't have thrown that ball any better. Talk about placement. That was perfect.
Into the box now, Chase Utley, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. One-0 count. Here it is. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
None out, runners at first and second. And this ball is crushed deep down the right into the cove. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch to right field and way out of here. Look at this thing go and splash down. It's into McCovey Cove. A 3-run home run for Chase Utley. 4th home run here in the early going, and the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound, and that'll signal the end for Johnny Cueto. He'll leave after 6, and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Derek Law comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Derek Law. Now batting.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Tolles. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And the pitch. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. 3 runs already home here. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Hundley has it, and the throw is in time. Tolles is retired, and there's one away.
The pitcher.
Ready for another shot now. Alex Wood. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. One out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. Williamson sprinting after it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
In now, Cody Bellinger. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Nunez will put this one away, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
but the Dodgers strike for 3 all courtesy of the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-0 Los Angeles. Luis Avilan will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
43, Luis Avilan.
Digging in to try it again. Joe Panik. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Baseman, Joe Panik.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Seager into shallow left. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Justin Ruggiano.
Digging in once again, Justin Ruggiano. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. Late that time for a strike.
I really like that pitch right there. The batter will tell you everything. You get a late swing right there on a fastball low and away. That means that's a great located pitch.
A 1 pitch on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So
right
that one
fielder,
must have had some real good late life.
Williamson.
And the versatile Mac Williamson hits next as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The 0-1 delivery. And that one stayed too low apparently. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Neil Ramirez will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Hunter
59.
Pence will also come on
Neil
now as he'll move into the
Ramirez.
pitcher's number 9
Now
hold in the
playing
order
right
here
field,
on that
batting
double
right
switch.
spot, number 8, Hunter
Now to the
Pence.
plate, Corey Seager. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Now the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Span is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
It's been a low-scoring affair. 3-0 our score as we show you the numbers for our 2 starters to this point in the contest. Stepping up now, Justin Turner. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And with Adrian Gonzalez just around the corner, we'll see a lefty getting loose in the bullpen now. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off into the seats behind first.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
So he took advantage of the young guy right there. He continued to throw fastballs. First
Now
one,
batting number 23,
second one, then he
first
got the
baseman
base hit on the
Adrian
third one.
Gonzalez.
Then we tried to mix in a curveball.
Here's Adrian now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's wide, 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. A couple of good pitching performances by
Now
both
batting,
clubs here.
catcher.
3-0 our score as you get a look there at the
Grandal.
inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Now at the plate, Yasmani Grandal. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Curveball that time, not even close.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, he hung that one and he didn't miss it. That's what you do. Hang it
The right
and
fielder,
bang
number
it.
66, Yasiel Puig.
In now is Yasiel Puig. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
Well, that one's going to load the bases up. They held the runner up. They're really looking for a big inning right here, trying to get a big strike out of the next 2 hitters coming up.
In is the second baseman Chase Utley as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Dodgers leave them loaded, but they lead it 3-0. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting.
Hey, every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So striding forward now, Eduardo Nunez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. 1 out, nobody on. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Now in the box, Denard Span. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, you can't let that bother him right there. This might be a good time for the catcher to have a little conversation. Just tell him, next pitch. Don't worry about that one.
Here comes the 1-0. And this is going to be a foul ball. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
Lays off. 2-2 now. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Boy, and he just won't go away as he fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Will Smith enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toll. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Andrew Toll.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Crawford onto the grass, 1 away.
The pitcher, number 43, Luis Avilan.
Scott Van Slyke will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Scott Van Slyke.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there and knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it. Ball 3 to the 9 hitter, and everybody's kind of going, all right, if we can just get him to walk him with the leadoff guy coming up next, they got a chance to have a big inning.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
At the plate, Cody Bellinger. First delivery to him on the way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Cody Bellinger has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Here's Corey Seager. breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Standing in, Justin Turner. His career line against Will Smith. Hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And this is past Belt on down the line. A fair ball. And the throw in gets away from him. And as a result, the run is in to score.
Now that line drive was hard to even follow off the bat. Seemed like it was moving at the speed of light, and Showtrack tells us it nearly was. The exit velocity over 120 miles an hour, so put that right up there with the hardest hits we've ever reported.
Into the box, Adrian Gonzalez, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Looking to minimize the damage here. Hard hit ball to second, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
Great recognition. He's looking for a ball up. The breaking ball hung, and he stayed with it. When they're up high, let it fly. When they start out low, you got to let it go.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
There's that tight slider right there. Just missed getting under the hands. That's a good pitch. I like that pitch. But if you don't get it where you want it, it could be a dangerous pitch to throw.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Again, a 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Part of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Giants nothing.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call.
Sergio Romo.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
The 1-0 pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
One ball.
A fastball, and he swings through it to pitch swung on and hit in the air. Puig's got a read on it. One down.
The shortstop, number 35, Brandon Crawford.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Crawford. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Turned on down the line. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
He was sitting on that fastball. You can't tell me he wasn't. First pitch fastball, and he turned on it like that. Nice job.
Catcher, Nick Hundley.
In now, Nick Hundley. And this one gets away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate pass ball, and you can bet the catcher is kicking himself about it right now. With the runner advancing to second, the double play is off the table. Might come back to haunt him.
One 1-0 count. Here it is. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Puig over to his right. Two gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now.
The second baseman, number 12, Joe Panik.
Here's Joe Panik. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. Two out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Two out here and a runner at second. And there's ball one.
Well, I don't know how he missed that pitch. That ball's in the zone a long time, but he missed it. I guess that happens.
And this is swung on and missed for strike two. And now the Giants are down to their final strike.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball two.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Runner in scoring position at second with two down. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And here's a foul tip. Held onto strike three, and that's the ball game.
Well, I'm kind of running out of words to describe how incredible this winning streak has become. Every win just cements their legendary status, and it's not even over yet.
A 5-0 finish tonight. The Los Angeles Dodgers secure their 10th victory of the season. Alex Wood wins his third of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Giants, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at AT&T Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Good night.